Hi, my name's Michael Thayer, and this is a recording for AEP 855 Section VA. I am a high school Spanish teacher and EL coordinator for my school. As far as who has had the most influence in my life, a lot of different answers to that because throughout my life I've had many different aspects and many different mentors for each one. Some of the most important ones, first of all, my father and my mother were major influences on me growing up, and they've given me a lot of foundational experiences on which to draw as a husband and as a father. To this day, I continue to reflect upon my memories of them and when I have conversations with them. And as I do those things, I gain more insights into my role as a parent and a husband. In my professional life as a teacher, I fall upon the experiences of my own childhood teachers, both the good and the bad teachers, and they have helped me to decide what kinds of decisions I want to make as a teacher. So they've had a big influence on me. Also, I am a storyteller as well, and I know that I had a lot of influence from a friend in my neighborhood when I was a young boy who taught me how to play Dungeons and Dragons, which is a role-playing game, and it's also very intently focused on storytelling as well. As a musician, I've had lots of influences from different musicians in my life. As far as the personality test that I took, let's see, the 5 different factors, there was first extroversion, and I agreed with my score on that. I got a 70. I can be both extroverted and introverted, but I tend to be more extroverted than introverted. I partially agree with my emotional stability score, and the reason that I partially agree with it is that I tend to internalize perceived wrongdoings and insults. So even though I may seem very cool and collected on the outside, sometimes I take things to heart, and sometimes those slights may or may not be intentional. So I also somewhat agree with my agreeableness score. I tend to be friendly and optimistic, though at times I can be dismissive or pessimistic. Still, I feel that I am agreeable much more than 40% of the time, which is what my score was. Conscientiousness, I mostly agree with that score as well. I try to be fairly organized with work, and my style tends to be kind of a little too chaotic to fit into like a neatly crafted system. Still, I do have very organized habits and routines in my life that kind of free up a lot of my time so that I can be kind of spontaneous and innovative with the time that I have. The 5th factor, intellect, imagination, I totally agree with my score on that. I got a 70%. I think I could even been higher than that. It didn't surprise me. I feel like in my job and in my life every day I come up with new ideas and things that I try out to kind of enrich my professional and family life. And so inventiveness and imagination is definitely a big quality that I value in myself. The 2 leadership styles that I chose that I feel like most resemble my style of leadership are transformational leadership theory and situational leadership theory. Transformational leadership theory is basically that a leader helps develop followers into intrinsic leaders by understanding and inspiring each individual employee. A sample leader from real life would be Peter Drucker. He's a writer and had many theories about society. The pros to transformational leadership is that it's an excellent way of balancing short-term vision and long-term goals. It allows people to build strong coalitions and establish mutual trust. Some of the cons, it may be ineffective in initial stage or ad hoc situations, and it requires existing structures to fix. My second leadership theory is situational leadership theory, and in this leadership theory, the leader adapts his leadership style to fit needs of organizations and its employees and helps create learning and leadership groups. An example of this from real life would be Dwight Eisenhower. And in this theory, one of the pros is that the leaders can change management styles as needed, and it can be comfortable if you are that right type of leader. It can be very comfortable form of leadership. One of the cons of that is that it may divert attention away from long-term goals. This coincides with my personality tests because upon reflection I must begin by stating that in order to be effective as either of those leadership styles, I'm going to continue to improve in some of my more challenging personality areas, especially emotional stability and conscientiousness. Emotional stability will help me remain calm in the face of the intense pressures facing a leader, and more conscientiousness will help me to better organize my work with each of the employees in my organization. Thank you.